Welcome to episode 18 of the Unemployed Journeyman here in the J League with FC Tokyo. And in today's episode, we have probably our toughest test of the season so far. Right, welcome to the video, folks. Let's get into it. And there's a few strange things that have been going on in this save since you were last with us. And as you can see, one of the things that has been going on is we've just been winning every game. The last time you was with us was for the games against Tosu and Nagoya. We beat Tosu 2-1. Wasn't the most convincing display, but Sota Sato, our returning hero, getting 2 goals in that game. Then we beat Nagoya 3-0. Krastev, Hosoya and Prisbrek getting the goals in that game. Since then, the one thing that has struck me is we've been quite wasteful in front of goal. And in this game here against Kashima, won that one 4-1, not necessarily wasteful in that game, but we did pick up a couple of injuries as well in this game. But yeah, 4-1 win, we were 3-0 up. I was really annoyed that we conceded this goal because it was very much against the run of play. As you can see by the stats, we did dominate every part of the game. Krastev getting a hat-trick, Prisbrek getting on the score sheet, nice and comfortable win. Then we come up against Osaka and a 1-0 win in this game. And as you can see from our XG, 2.75 XG, nearly 3. We only got 1 goal. We massively underperformed our XG. Prisbrek did pick up an injury and has been out since then. Hosoya getting on the score sheet with a Krastev goal, but really frustrating that we didn't make more. I mean, 22 shots at goal, 7 on target, 11 corners, and we'll get to corners in a moment as well. It's one of the weird things that's been going on. But only 1 goal. A 1-0 win. We still picked up the win, so we move on anyway. Then against Shimizu, a 2-0 win against them in an away game. And again, 18 shots at goal, 7 on target, 2.77 XG. I just feel we should be scoring more goals. And some of the chances that Hosoya is missing, I mean, in the games that have been off camera, I've seen him miss 3 one-on-one absolute sitter of opportunities that he really should be doing better. But the team as a whole, we should be scoring more goals, and it's quite frustrating. 13 corners in this game as well, not a single corner that we score from. Then Mashida, this so far has been the toughest test for us, and it was always expected to be. They were 3rd in the table at the time, and we won 2-1. It was a very close game, as you can see. A draw probably would have been a fair result, but we snuck away with a win in that game. Then we played Oita in the league at home, a 2-1 win in this game as well. So again, despite the fact we've had 7 shots on target, an XG of 2, or nearly 2, 1.81, 63% possession. Again, we dominated the game, but I just felt we need to be scoring more goals, and again, we weren't. Then we played Oita in the League Cup second round, first leg. Fully rotated side in this game. Well, I say fully, we didn't rotate Nozawa, we kept him in the side. But other than that, it was basically full rotation. Very comfortable win. They did have a player go off injured in the 26th minute, which is an important player for them. But yeah, 4 goals, 4-0. We dominate. I actually overperformed our XG on this occasion. But yeah, nice, comfortable win in that, which we would expect. Oita are in the J2 League. I think they're the bottom up. Well, they're actually bottom of the J2 League. And we do have them coming up in today's episode, although that wasn't originally the plan. Then we played Hiroshima in a 3-1 win against them in a game that, again, we absolutely dominated. I mean, an XG of 3.47, 21 shots, 6 on target. I just feel we're not scoring the goals that we should be scoring. We did actually go 1-0 down as well in this game, which was really frustrating. And I just feel as though there's like a 6-7 nil bashing coming up for someone. I just don't know who it's going to be, but it just feels like there's a lot of build up and a lot of frustration at the moment. But in today's episode, we do play Kyoto, who are 3rd in the league. We are at home, and then we've got the second leg of the League Cup game against Oita. Originally, I was planning on playing, originally was meant to have Kyoto and Kobe in today's episode. And when I planned to come back for Kyoto and Kobe were actually 5th in the league. Kyoto were 3rd or 4th in the league. So I thought, playing a team that's 3rd or 4th and a team that's 5th, that will be a really good test for us on camera. But then they went and changed the game, moved Kobe all the way down here, And I know it's this game because it was the away game, because obviously we're at home to Kyoto. But yeah, for some reason they changed it, so I weren't planning on showing this second leg game because it is pretty much a formality. But yeah, that's what we've got today. Right, now in terms of things that these strange goings on that we've been having, first of all, I think I said in the last episode about how this schedule had changed and it didn't have my goal scorers in it. I also realised it also didn't have the attendance in there as well, or the name of the referee. So I've added both of those. I've also added the stadium. I don't know why, I just fancied seeing it. So now it does look a lot more like it should do. I have saved it as well, saved a copy of the schedule under my own name. So hopefully that won't change. Now, another thing I did notice as well is we haven't been scoring from free kicks. And regular watchers of this channel, whether it's this series or the rebuild channels or whatever, a rebuild episode, sorry, or whatever, you'll know that I always score goals from set pieces. We're always in the top 3 in terms of top goal scorers from set pieces. So what I then decided to do, because to the eye at least, it felt like we weren't scoring from set pieces, I decided to go into the team stats and the team detail and have a look at it. I thought maybe I'm just for somehow not realising that we're scoring goals from set pieces. So I come and had a look, and it's mainly from corners because that's where we usually score our goals. Gone to goals from corners, and I'm just like, where are we? Where are we on this list? It actually turns out we are rock bottom. Well, I mean, we're joint 12th, but we've not scored a single goal from a corner, and that is very unusual. So I went into our tactic and went into set pieces, and where this says shared, the reason it's shared is because I handle the team set piece tactics, okay? And then I leave the set piece coach or whoever we've got around to handle the other 2 bits. This was set for Ryoto Goto for all 3. So I'm assuming that's the reason why we're not scoring from set pieces. So I have gone into it, I've made sure all of the 3 routines are all correct, that we have a near post in swinger, we have a far post in swinger, and we have, what's this one now? Yeah, this is a short one. Yeah, the short in swinger. This box here confused me. So yeah, we've got near post in swinger, far post in swinger, short in swinger. They're always in swingers with me. So that is all now set up. So hopefully we will start to see goals coming from set pieces, because, and we had that set up for the game against Hiroshima. Did score 1 there, but you know, it was the first game. How many corners did we have in that game? Well, we only had 6. So, I mean, there's some games we've been having like 13, 15 corners and we're just not scoring them. Then the other bit that I found was quite weird was in one of these games, let me have a look, I think it might have been against Iwata, or Iwata, whatever the name is. Yeah, Moriyasu. This keeper here, he had an absolute worldie. How he only got a 7.1, I don't know, because he should have had a 10. He was making world save after world save after world save. He was just incredible. And it was almost as if Allison and Mike Mannion had had a baby and formed the ultimate goalkeeper. It was just ridiculous, the saves that he was making. So I clicked on him because I thought, you know, maybe we might want to look at having him as our goalkeeper. All of these were like 10 to 15, 7 to 10 and all this sort of stuff. And it came up, no scouts available. And I'm like, how have we not got scouts available? We've got scouts, we've got a chief scout, we've got a whole recruitment team. Why can I not see or allocate a scout for him? So then when I went into here, this up here was listed as no scouting. And I was just, how have we not got scouting? We've got a scouting budget. I always allocate a scouting budget. So we've gone for Asia on this occasion rather than doing the world. And now we actually have scouts going on and whatever else. So yeah, a lot of really strange things have been going on in this save that I don't know how they've been happening, quite honestly. But that's enough of all of that. Let's get into the first game of today's episode, which is a league game against Kyoto. As you can see from the league, we are 6 points ahead of Sapporo. As things stand at the moment, Sapporo are drawing their game. We haven't started our game yet. Kyoto 3rd, Kawasaki 4th, Osaka 5th, Mashida have now dropped down to 6th. And then in the relegation zone is Nagata, Kashiwa and Kashima, with Iwata Tosu and Nagoya just outside. As you see, we've had a fairly decent start to the season in the fact we've played Nagoya, Tosu, Iwata, Kashima. I'm not sure if we played Nagata or not. Have we played Nagata? No, we played Kashima. We haven't played Nagata. So we've had a reasonably decent start to the season. You know, Shimizu, Hiroshima, Mashida, we've played against them as well. Shonan, who were our biggest challengers last season, really not having the best of starts. So let's get to the Matchday Centre and let's get into the game against Kyoto. And welcome to the Matchday Centre. Let's get into the team that's going to go out and play in the home game against Kyoto. We have got Adrian Prisbrick available to us again, but he's undergone a fitness test and he's only available for 45 minutes. So we're not going to play him today. We'll probably bring him on in the second half, but Kazuki will keep his place today. So we start off with Nozawa in goal, Barada left back, Morimoto right back, Nakamura and Yamazaki in the centre of defence, Rui Perez and Kawasaki in the centre of midfield, Kazuki and Sato out wide with Krastev in behind Hosoya. Hosoya is our top scorer, by the way, this season. I've been a bit unkind to him because I've been criticising his start with the club. But he has actually got 5 goals in 7 games and an assist. So 6 goal contributions in 7 games at 7.21. I don't think I could really be unkind to him. It just, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the game. Like I say, I've been a bit unkind. I mean, he's been scoring goals recently. He did go a few games without scoring, and I just was thinking, oh, have I made a mistake signing you for that much money? But there you go. There's us and our form. Let's get into the game. Rui Perez is starting to come into it as well this season. He's been good for us. We have just been good all round. Other than our ability to take our chances, we have looked really good. And what a ball that is for Sato. Oh, and he should have scored. I mean, I think the referee's or the linesman's flag was up. So it would have been offside anyway. But what a delicious ball that was to put Sato through. He's really looking like a class deal now as well, Sato. It's almost as if signing for a Premier League club has just elevated him that much more. I don't know how that happens, but it has. And oh, they scored. It's 1-0 to Kyoto. The referee's going to have a think about it. He's not got his finger in his ear. Oh, there you go. Finger's in the ear. Are they going to disallow it? No, it's been given. Kyoto are 1 up. It's not the first time we've been behind this season. It is frustrating when it's their first shot at goal as well, though. But hopefully we can turn this around. I mean, to be fair, a defeat would probably be good for us because it has just looked really easy. And I've kind of sat here off camera playing through these games thinking the J-League's done. Don't even need to worry about this. But we've not actually had a highlight. I'm going to get very angry with them because we've not even had a highlight in that half. We've had the better of the play. We've had more shots on target at least. They have dominated possession and passes completed. But we are looking... This is what confuses me because this is their strongest team out here. With the exception maybe Prisbrek, which we're going to bring on now. And Watai can come on for Krastev. But we are just limp. And this is a performance literally out of nowhere. We have not looked like this all season. I say all season, we've only had 8 games. But we have just looked by far the most dominant team in this league. Hence the fact we're so far clear at the top of the table. And we've come up against Kyoto, who are 3rd. Bear in mind, we did play Mashida that were 3rd. And we just don't look like we know how to play football. The ball's been put in. Massa, is that a penalty? Looks like it is a penalty, which means Hosoya should be the man to take it. He is usually my penalty taker. That's if it's given us a penalty. Usually is when it's that sort of position, and it is a penalty. So here we go. An opportunity to equalise. Hosoya will take it. He's probably going to miss. Oh no, he scored. I mean, the keeper went the right way to be fair. But Hosoya with his 7th goal of the season has got us back into the game. And you could probably argue we don't necessarily deserve to be in the game. Looking at the team, no one's really performing badly. Barada, I don't really know where he fits into my team, you know. He couldn't develop a partnership with Yamazaki. So I'll put him at left back, which is his preferred position. He's not really doing the job for me. Right, Kawasaki can come out as well for Lazuka. We'll bring him back in, partner him up with Rui Perez. Our final 2 substitutions for now. We've got 1 more to go. Might look at replacing Sato at some point, but then again, we need to be winning before I can take Sato off. Morimoto's just given the ball away. Lazuka wins it back, gives it to Perez, to Morimoto. Here's Masa Watai. Oh, he's fouled Hasaya. What a goal. Oh, the referee's got his finger in his ear hole. Of course he's going to disallow it. I mean, some of the passing we've done, I mean, you've not really seen it to its full degree here, but some of the passing we do is just exquisite. Oh, we've given a penalty away. And they're obviously going to score their penalty. Oh, this game. This game, you really do know when the game has decided you are going to lose. Like Piszczek with the penalty, and he scores it straight down the middle. I mean, well played to Kyoto. They do deserve to win this game, I think. I think they have been the better team. I'm more frustrated with us because we've just been terrible. We have been so limp and disgusted in this game. And I wouldn't mind if we looked like we were heading in this direction, but we really haven't been. And that is not a good performance. We've lost. Kyoto, I say they've closed the gap, and they're still 6 points behind us. Sapporo are 3 behind. We do have a game in hand over them. So, yeah, I do want to show you transfers, actually, because there's been a couple of outgoes. There's been nothing coming in. But the last time he was with us, you would have known about Tabata. We've had Nakano and Yano go out to Sendai and Amiya on loans, and then Takahiro Akimoto has gone to Yokohama for £170,000, potentially rising to 185. He's been with us since the start, since we got here. He can play in pretty much any position on the pitch. He's a useful player to have around, as it says there. But when they bought him in 2024, they got him on a free transfer. We've sold him for 170,000. Looks like a bit of a bargain to me in that. So yeah, quite happy. Right, let's get into the League Cup second leg game against Oita. Right, here we go in the matchday centre for the second leg of the League Cup game against Oita. And we do go with pretty much a fully rotated side, with the exception of Nozawa, the goalkeeper. So we have Nozawa in goal, Yamahara left back, Matsunaga right back, Capellini and Sato in the centre of the defence, Watanabe and Lazuka in the centre of midfield, with Prisberic and Yamamura out wide, Murayama in behind Kobayashi. Let's get into the team. We was originally going to have Masaki Watai behind Kobayashi, but then he went and picked up a minor injury that means he can't play, basically. So Oita not looking good. We beat them comfortably 4-0 in the first leg, which was obviously at home. This is now the away leg. Even with this rotated team that was good enough in the first leg, we would expect to beat them comfortably enough in this leg. And I'll be honest, I was very tempted, seeing as the team played so badly in the game against Kyoto, of just sticking with the same team and making them play against this kind of opposition. But then I realised 2 days after this, we got Tokyo Verdy, the Tokyo derby in the league. I just felt like it's only 2 days' time. I need to give the players a time off. So rather than resting them between games, just give them this match off, basically. And we are already 1-0 up, by the way. I think it was Prisberic that scored the goal. We have a corner now. Murayama will take it. I am still waiting to see if we can score from a corner kick, because to be this far into the season and we've not scored a single goal from corners is quite a concern for me, I'm not going to lie. Right, here's Lazuka to Sato. Gives it to Kobayashi. He almost found Prisberic, who's just a little bit undersold. It's gone out for a throw-in. We're not going to see the throw-in, but we do pick up a highlight with Oita having the ball. Oh, I thought we'd won it back then, but no. And that was shot straight at Nozawa, thankfully, and it was a comfortable enough save. Yeah, so Prisberic with a Watanabe assist. I have been a bit uncertain with Watanabe, because even though he is very young, he's got a lot of potential and whatever else, I just noticed he gives the ball away a lot. And so that's why I've kind of gone with Lazuka now instead of Watanabe. Or instead of Kawasaki and Lazuka in there. I have been playing Watanabe instead, but yeah, I've kind of gone back to Kawasaki because of just how much he gives the ball away. Really, it's far too much. Now, my thought process for this season, and the reason why we play so many games up until now, is because it kind of looks like we're going to just win the league, and the Champions League obviously starts in August, September time. So I just kind of thought if we can get through the first half of the season quite comfortably and quite quickly, we can then concentrate on the second half of the season when we've got the more exciting games, I suppose. I think that's probably the only substitution I'm going to make. I don't really want to bring on the players that we'll be using in the Tokyo Derby. With Matsunaga with the throw-in, now gives it to Murayama. He gets tackled. It's Watanabe has it now, and Watanabe's shot goes wide. And yeah, I mean, look, 4-0 up from the first leg. We're clearly going through in this as well. The League Cup and the All Japan Cup are not my focuses this season. My main focus is going to be on the J1 League and the Champions League, with probably the Champions League taking overall priority, because I really want to see how well we can do it. I don't think we're going to be able to win it. I don't think we're that good. But at the same time, I just want to see how well we do and how much further we've got to go until we can win it. Because if we come close, then I definitely think another season with Tokyo is going to be in the offing. You know, because I'd love to have a continental competition in Asia on my CV. Here's Mutsunagi. Oh, good goal from Mutsunagi. Shota Mutsunagi, first goal of the season from the right back position. Yamamura looks like he's injured. He's still laying down anyway. We're not being asked to take him off or anything, so we're fine. Capolina kind of feels sorry for him. He's like the forgotten man, but he comes in for these League Cup games. Yamamura gives it to Matsunagi. Comes to Lizuka. Watanabe. I mean, that was offside, surely. It doesn't look like it's being given. Matsunagi looks like he's got his second, and it looked like it's an absolute mile offside. Our right back has now got 2 goals. I mean, he is pushing Kai Morimoto for a starting place, I have to admit. And this could kind of slightly tip him over the edge. Oh, is that a red? It is. Lizuka's gone and got himself sent off. The absolute donut. Oh, there's no point making a change. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. We just let it play out. So there you go. 3-0 win against Oita. Easily the better team in that game, as you would expect us to be. I'm so annoyed about losing to Kyoto. I really am. Fukushima have gone through on aggregate against Ahim FC. So there's a chance we could get drawn against them in the next round. I don't know when the next round is. We've got Sapporo in it. Oh, that could be quite an interesting game, actually. The fact that they're second in the league, and down here we've got Sapporo and the All Japan Cup together. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably play through and come back for something like Yokohama and Sapporo maybe. Or we might do Nagata and Shonan, or Shonan, and somewhere around here we'll come back to. We'll do Tokyo, Sapporo, Urawa and Kawasaki off camera, and then we'll be somewhere around here for the next episode, which will obviously be on Monday. So thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Hopefully the sun's out for you and go and enjoy it, and I'll see you 6 o'clock on Monday for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.